All right, let's do a couple more examples of how to do the matrix calculator on the GraphLock app. So first, let's select Use Calculator, then click anywhere to have that menu go away. Now let's select Matrix. In this first example, let's look at how we can use the identity matrix. So first, let's put in a 2 by 2. So I'm going to select M1, 2 by 2, and now I'm going to tap Basic so I can actually enter in some values. So I'm going to input my 2 by 2 matrix, go back over to matrix, and remember we must store it first. So let's look at what happens if we multiply this 2 by 2 matrix by the 2 by 2 identity matrix. So I'm going to swipe over, and remember I'm going to have to click eval in order to pull that matrix back. So first let's go M1 times, and to use the identity 2 by 2 matrix, we're going to select I, and now I have to input a 2 there. That shows we're using the identity 2 by 2. Click enter. Notice we get our matrix right back out. The reason for this is notice if I just simply put in identity matrix 2, we get our 1001, our identity 2 by 2 matrix. So now let's look at how do we find the inverse of a matrix. So first, let's go ahead and let's do M2 now. But notice it told me M2 is not defined. The reason I got this error is because I have my eval button currently highlighted. Remember, you only highlight that when you want to pull back the matrices you currently have stored. So I'm going to uncheck that, and now I can put in matrix 2. All right, let's have this one be a 2 by 2 as well. So I'm going to select basic, and once again I'm going to enter in my values. All right, hit matrix again, and now let's store. Now it tells me M2 is also stored. So notice if I select M1 and M2, it's just showing me the two matrices I currently have stored. If I want to find the inverse of my matrix 2, I'm going to swipe to the left. Remember, I must first click eval. Then I'm going to find the inverse of matrix 2. Enter. And there we have our inverse answer. All right, let's look at how do we find the transpose of a matrix. So let's go back here to matrix 1. So I'm going to unselect eval, and I'm going to type in matrix 1. But I actually want to make this a 2 by 3 now. So I'm going to swipe back over, and let's make it a 2 by 3. It says, do we want to redefine it? Yes, because I'm going to input a new matrix. So let's just make this easy, and let's just go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. Okay, hit back over to matrix, and remember we must select store first to store our new matrix here. Now swipe to the left, and I want to find the transpose of it. So I first must select eval, T for transpose, matrix 1, enter, and you can see our row of 1, 2, 3 now becomes our first column, and our row of 4 by 6 now becomes our second column. So that's how you can do the transpose. So last, let's look at the row echelon, so the RE. So I'm going to unclick eval, and let's go ahead and go back here to matrix 1, and it's going to be another 2 by 3 in this case, so I'm just going to put in some new values. So I'm just going to delete these out, and let's put in some new ones. All right, so remember, I need to store my first matrix. Now I can swipe over, hit eval, RE, matrix 1, enter, and there you can now see the row echelon of matrix 1.